it's Kayla and welcome back to my channel. If you're wondering if I don't have a top, that is correct. Girls gotta get an intro after what, 9 months of not making a video? So sorry. A lot has happened. But no, I just was really changing my shirt and because that one just didn't look good on camera. And neither will this one because it's just a jacket. But I thought, you know what? Might make a spicy little intro. Now I got some full coverage there. That way you can just focus on my face and the lashes. So we will be doing classic lash again. Disclaimer, even though I always put it in my description, I am not a lash tech. I don't claim to be. I don't claim to know more than a lash tech. All I know is practice, practice, practice. And I got good at doing it. So I still have eyeballs. I still have eyesight. I know the risks that I'm putting my eyeballs at. But I'm taking them, and I'm not necessarily saying that all of you should do this, but if you want, like, just do it. Do whatever you want these days. That's how I'm kind of living life right now, especially with all this craziness, COVID-19, coronavirus thing going on. We're at home, trying to entertain myself, doing whatever the hell I want safely. Some of you will disagree with that statement of safely, but safely. And so here's what we're trying to accomplish with this video today. Just to have another video for you to reference if you're interested in doing your own lashes. However, I am not recommending that you do this, of course. It's just something I like to do. Want to share it with you. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail with like answering questions and stuff. The ones that I remember, I will answer throughout. But really, it's just about being safe, being patient. This is not a fast thing. It can take easily up to 2 hours per eye. So, you know, during this quarantine, I've found some time to do this, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I guess I'll just kind of review the first steps. I do one eye at a time, just easier that way. I tape down only the outer corners of my bottom lash because that's really all I need to do to make this comfortable. Yeah, I don't do these ones because I haven't had any issues with the top sticking there. And the more tape I have on here, the more irritated my eye can get. Reminder, this has been all trial and error. I've tried the eye patches and those just didn't work for me. Once you have your tape down in the corners and you've made sure that you didn't tape down any of your upper lashes, then we can practice separating. Because you always want your eye used to having something near you, otherwise you can start to flinch, cause a bunch of issues, maybe poke your eye or just get the lash glue everywhere, and that would be super uncomfortable. So this is what I do. I'll go in and just practice separating. I don't know if you can see this. Commonly asked question is, where do I put the lash? So I do not put the lash on the skin, remember. You never ever want the lash or the glue to touch the skin, or especially your eyeball. So I put it about 2 millimeters away from the base of one natural lash. One fake lash, one natural lash. Okay, so let's say that this is my lash. After I dip it into some adhesive, then I'm not putting it all the way to the, sorry, it's blurry. I'm not putting it all the way to like where it's touching the skin. I'm going about right here, this far. Like, what is that? 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters away from the base. I don't know if that was helpful, but yeah, that's where I am putting it. One fake lash, one natural lash. No skin. No. Okay? Alright, once I've practiced that, then of course we're going to use a primer. And I have a different primer today. This one is by For Belly. And they also sent a glue for sensitive eyes. It does have a little bit of a longer drying time. So for the sake of this video, I love Lion Lash adhesive, and I'm just going to continue using that. But if you are having a little bit more trouble and need a little bit more working time, the Forbelly Lash adhesive for sensitive eyes can work really well. Okay, and remember we have our little micro brushes here. I'm not going to spend too much time explaining this, but it really just helps to clean the lashes, takes off any little makeup particles you might have, although you should have washed your face already, or I already washed my face, and then just any oils that can prevent the lashes from sticking on there, just to help retention and to make them last longer. Now remember, my preference is that I don't do the cat eye where it gets longer. Towards the end, I kind of longest in the middle or the second half of my eye, and then it gets shorter again. So I'll probably use up to 13s, 12s or 13s here, and then taper down again to 11s, 12s, and 10s towards the outer corner. And then over here, I'll use 8 and 9s, 10s, again, all the way to 13, and then taper down. Okay. So after the primer, going to toss these and just let my eyelashes dry a little bit. That's always going to be my little trick there. It just works well for me, and I haven't had any issues. While we're waiting for that to dry, I know some of you have tried this, and actually a few of you have told me that you were successful, and I think that's great. I'm so happy that you're able to do this. Some of you said the contacts really helped with the burning. I don't personally use contacts, but hey, if it works for you, continue doing it. And then, of course, there are others that told me you had a really hard time and you burned your eyes. So maybe this is something for you. You know, I watch a lot of things on YouTube of people kind of doing it themselves that I'd never be able to do. And even if I tried and it didn't work out, I can either continue to practice or I just don't do it and I watch other people do it and I just enjoy it, and I'm not going to talk down to them or about them. They're just something that they can do that I can't, and that's okay. Dry. Now you want to take a clean mascara wand or eyelash brush, and then you're just going to comb them out. You don't want them to be any crisscross lashes at all, as straight as possible. Okay, now let's get some shots of before. We are going to use the Lion Lash adhesive. Actually, I have a brand new one. Ta-da! Little clumsy. Okay, remember you need to really shake this. Shake it for like a good 30 seconds. And this does say, caution, avoid contact with eyes, because you will go blind. These are the lashes that I'll be using, Vava Lash. I think these are the lashes I originally used. I just really like them. They're the Eclipse lashes, so the very tips of the lashes are split into two, so it gives like a little feathery look, but it's by no means is it volume or anything. They're still classic lashes. I really like to start in the middle and then work this way a little bit and then work that way a little bit, and then just do as much as I want until I'm happy with how it looks. We're going to start with a 10 millimeter, going to dip it into my glue. Remember, you wipe the excess glue off. You just want the very finest layer. And again, hopefully you can see this. This one lash goes on one natural lash. I'll actually put a 10 right here. And again, you don't want to get this on your skin or in your eyeball. Yeah. And how you guys ask about the fumes, why it doesn't bother my eye, it's because I'm continuously blowing the fumes out of my eye. Plus the layer is so light, I don't have like a big drooping eyelash with a gob of glue. It's just the slightest amount. This is a fast drying adhesive. I think it's about 2 seconds or so. So you have very little working time. So if you need more working time, that's maybe when I would suggest the For Belly Sensitive Lash. So again, I'm still doing a 10 here. Single eyelash, hopefully you can see that. Kind of coating the lash before I find its final placement. I'm going to stop talking now. And I am using C Curl. 11. If you see little drips on the lash, it's probably too much glue on the lash. So then I'll wipe it down again. By no means is this easy, you guys. Like, it might look easy, but that's because I've practiced a lot. It's not that easy, especially in the beginning. It took forever. But I've definitely gotten a lot faster than the first time I've done this by myself. So once I have a few down, then I like to comb them out and then just kind of see which ones stick. Alright, so I've been working on this one, and once I kind of go through and get as much as I can like this, then I just use this little tape to help me essentially scoop it up so I can get things that are, oh, my lid looks funny, underneath. And I didn't end up using any 13s. I just went in with the 12s as being the longest here, and then 11 and 10. And I don't get the very outer corner here because those don't last long at all on me, and they crash right into this lower lash line, so I don't add them there. So we're going to add a 12 here, and having that tape up there really, really helps. Got a pretty good amount. Sometimes I don't try to put it on every single lash, just feel it to my liking. Alright, so I finished one eye, at least what I'm happy with. I know for sure there are a lot of lashes that I did not put an extension on, but this is the look that I like. Just like where it looks like I have like a lot of mascara and curled my lashes. So we'll take this off. I could have probably done more in the corners here, but I could always go back and add some. So now I'm going to do the other eye. Alright guys, so I have one side done, and I'm guessing you can guess which one, the one we've been working on. Up close. So I'm going to put on the other side. I don't have a really good angle to film that one, but it's the same thing, exact same thing. Tape down the lashes, prime, isolate each and every lash, and then I just keep filling them until it's equal to this one. So yeah, be back. Alright guys, so this is the finished product. I didn't get to film it earlier, but yeah, so it's been a few hours since I've finished. Had to run some errands. This one, I could have done more on the outer corners, but they always fall off. So, and my eyes are shaped a little bit differently, so I guess from further away they look pretty even. Anyways, I don't know how this edit's gonna come out, but I probably won't be doing any more lash videos, to be honest, unless I do something way different. Maybe I could just do like a question and answer on my experience, if that's something you guys want to do. So now I'm going to go drink some wine. So I'll see you guys on my next video, and hopefully my voice is much, much better. So it's a little bit messy now, but this is where I did my video, and Hun Bun was so good. I thought he was going to bother me and everything, and he stayed quiet and such a good boy the entire time, huh, Bun? You're just the best bun a mommy could ask for.